lighthouse, not a lifeboat. Let me explain what that means, okay? So you are here to shine the light of yourself. You are here to be the living proof of what is possible, because that gives other people the permission slip to also go for their dreams. Okay, and so this message won't resonate with everyone, and that's absolutely okay, because it's not for everyone to live an abundant life and to live their life fully as themselves. And it's not because they're not worthy of it, it is because they choose not to do it right now. And maybe not even in this lifetime. So if you don't resonate with what I'm saying, that's absolutely okay. And I just ask you to put your energy and time into something else. But if you do resonate, and those who are still listening, they feel it. So you feel it in your bones, in your inside, that this is what you're here for. You are here to live a life beyond your wildest dreams, because you stood in line for such a long time to incarnate in this body. You were part of lots of different star systems, and it's all happening at the same time. Don't get me wrong, okay, this is all, time is an illusion, and so all of your parallel lives are all happening at the same time. However, still, let's compact it into something that our human brains can actually conceptualize, which is you have gone through many other trials and incarnations to get to where you are today. So just understand this, that it is one in a 40 trillion possibility that you exist, because all of the people who had to come before you, all of the things that had to happen, all of the improbable probabilities, how all of that had to come together so that you could be right here, right now. All of the experiences that you've had up until now got you to exactly this place, okay? So it is so improbable that you exist right now. Just being in this body makes you worthy of having the most abundant and beautiful life that you can ever dream of, and far beyond that. And I'm here to be the living proof of that, because look around you, all the beautiful green. I'm just waiting for the train to go by, okay, because I can't hear myself. And I hope through editing I can remove that, but that's okay. So there are people in your life to show you where you are stuck. But there are also people showing up in your life where you now, because you can see the lesson as soon as it happens, you can just observe, you can love them for being in the exact place that they are, and you can model a different example. You are now in a place that you've never been before because you've jumped so many timelines. And this is how the whole construct has actually rearranged itself around you, because you have awakened so far and you have done so much inner work. You've reflected, you have changed the way that you react to things so much that you aren't recognizable anymore. And the person that you were a month ago doesn't exist. And you are so different from that person already in the most unimaginable way. Because you have expanded in ways that you couldn't think of before. And the dancing with the uncertainty, doing things differently, choosing things that you've never done before, having fun, laughing, like belly laughing, those are all high frequency things to do. I couldn't find a different word for it. And like, I'm being raw right now. So in my life, I have chosen a lot of the time to be attached to suffering. I've chosen to be attached to whining and bitching and complaining. And once I stopped doing that, so much changed. Because I wasn't attracting that energy anymore. I just decided, no, I'm actually now going to speak about the good things in my life, about the things that are working. I'm going to focus on the green and highlight all of the amazing, wonderful things that are going on in my life. And you can call me manic. You know what? I thank you for doing that, because my aliveness has triggered you. And if my aliveness triggers you, you know what? That is not my problem. It just isn't. I can hold space for you, and I can love you for the person you are, where you are right now. But I am done shrinking. And so are you. You are done shrinking and making yourself small for other people so that they can feel better about themselves. Okay? It is done. You are done with making other people feel better. It's not your fucking job. Okay? It's not your job to make yourself smaller, to change, to do something a different way, to deny your own truth because someone feels triggered by the way that you live your life. And they can tell you how wrong you are. The thing is that, like, you know that the universe does not have a wrong or right button. Everything is neutral, except the meaning and the way that you interpret it. Okay? So because of that, when someone tells you you're doing this wrong, it is just their interpretation based on their opinion and how they are feeling right now. It actually has absolutely nothing to do with you. So once you see that and you can acknowledge it, because you don't feel triggered by it. You don't feel triggered by someone else's judgment anymore, because you have released judgment about yourself. You're just here to have fun. And if that bothers someone else, as long as you're not hurting anyone, please, I want to make that caveat. You're not hurting anyone. You're not stealing from anyone. You're actually genuinely just being fucking unconditional love day in and day out. And you're creating the life that you want to live. And if someone else wants to piss on your party, go ahead, piss on my party. But the thing is that I'm just gonna fucking ignore you, okay? Because I'm not going to reward your shitty behavior by acknowledging or what you're doing, okay? I'm going to love you for where you are, because if you knew better, you would do better. And I'm also done going ahead and teaching you, okay? Without you asking me for it. So I have, like, these are a lot of the lessons that I've learned in the past few days, weeks, months, is just don't hand out advice. You can tell a story that might contain some of the advice, and those with ears will hear it, those with eyes will see it. But if they don't, that's absolutely okay. Because everyone is exactly where they need to be to learn the lessons that they need to learn, and for their highest soul expression and expansion. So the experience that I had today, where I got to read it, I did not feel triggered. And I just sent that person love and light back and all the blessings and said, okay, thank you, I'll take it. Because I have absolutely no intention of explaining myself, of fighting against any other person's opinion. It's because it doesn't have anything to do with me and it has everything to do with them, and that's okay. And I can still love them and put up a boundary and say, okay, look, you're not aligned with what I do? Great. Not everyone does. My energy is repelling or attracting, okay? And I'm absolutely fine if we are at a different frequency and we don't match. That's great, okay? Then we're not meant to be in the same place at the same time. At least not here. We'll meet on the other side again. Because we are all one anyway, and you're just a mirror showing me something that I need to see, and on the other side as well. And so it was so hilarious because I didn't explain myself. I didn't apologize because there's nothing to apologize for. I didn't ask for the feedback, and yet I got some, and it was so beautiful. And like, I read it and I loved every single word of it. I really did. And I just thank the person for being, for showing this to me, and for showing me how much I have grown in and really evolved through all of the challenges that I've gone through, and how you can remain in your higher expression and just love the person to bits because of who they are. And for me, it was such a confirmation. And it was so funny because I was just loving this person, and then they text back saying, oh, you know what, I actually might be wrong, or at least partially wrong, so just let it go, if that's true. And I didn't do a thing, I didn't do anything other than say, I love you. So that is just such a beautiful confirmation of how far you've come right now. And we're all still learning our lessons, just at higher levels. Some of the lessons are getting more intense, but you get to walk through the world with open eyes and love all of the challenges that come up to you, because that is the magic and miracles that you get to see. And I'm so loving this for all of us right now. How beautiful. How beautiful is it? Really, how beautiful. I get to sit outside with all this luscious green around me, breathe fresh air. It's beautifully warm, actually hot. So walking around outside, come on. What a beautiful life. So I know that you got exactly what you needed to hear. Thank you so much for listening all the way up to this point, and consider following, subscribing, or not. It's up to you. But I love you. I really, really do. I love you because you are me and I am you. And I genuinely love myself. This morning I looked in the mirror, I looked into my eyes, and I said, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Because that's how my heart grows. So I want to end this with a light language activation for you. And just feel the love. 𝒸𝓃𝓚𝓚 𝓐 𝓒𝓚𝓈 𝒸𝓃𝓚𝓚 𝒸𝓃𝓚𝓚 𝒸𝓚𝓚𝓚 And with love, I close this message out. Thank you so much. Hasta luego.
You thought you were losing your mind, but you're just remembering who you are. The signs you've been seeing aren't signs, they're coordinates written in the stars. Every crazy thing you've seen, every vision, every dream, nobody would believe me. That's your energy.